Alright guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. Today we're going to upgrade from the regular stock mud-terrain VF Goodrich to see some 35-inch wheels. Tires. Alright, so these are about 31 and a half, I think is what they come out to be. We'll see how they look. Okay, so here's one of 35s on, and as you can see, the spacer's still on here. We kept that out so it gives it a little more wider stance. But a 35 looks good, thick. Here's the other side. They're hand torquing these down. I had the guys test the spare because the spare didn't look like it was going to fit. I was trying to get an idea of how it was going to look, how much I needed to change on what I needed to order. Okay, so yes, the 35s are on the Jeep, and I was even able to get the spare tire on, but with some spacers. Same spacers I put on the side of the Jeep. I had 2 extra ones, and I put them right here. Now, ideally you don't want to keep the spacers. I already have the part ordered. Hopefully it'll be in soon, and I can remove the spacers and put the adapter to bring it up some, and then we'll cut this out to cut this up right around there and add an extension to lift it maybe another 2-3 inches. Alright, so here's the part from Red Hound Auto. We're going to go ahead and put them on the side. Not bad, looks good. Interesting how that's set up. Alright, so it's going to be like this. So it's going to pop it out and up. Something pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the lug nuts and the spare so you can see how the spacers actually worked out, because they actually worked. You know, the only thing is that they kind of rub on the bumper and they do make a little noise when you're driving down the road. All right, now we're going to go ahead and install this adapter, tighten it up. I'm going to test the tire on. Alright, so the adapter's on. You can see it. It's on tight. You can see that it does clear the bottom very well. No space there at all. The light does not hit. It puts it right where it needs to be, except a little higher, right? And I had bought these bumper stops, but now they don't reach at all, so I have to get some new ones that are a little bit bigger just to help keep it in place so it doesn't do that. Okay, so now the idea is to measure how much we need to pick this up. Alright, so we're going to go up about 3 3/4 inches, okay, close to 4 inches. You can go 4 if you're doing maybe a little more than 35 inch, or if you want a little higher, but I'm going to try to just keep it right over the tire, right? So I'm going to do about 3 3/4. So, I'm going to start by removing this. It has 2 here and 2 up here. Some light in here. All right, 2 and 2, and these are T20s. Alright, so once these come right off, the whole thing comes off. But it's still plugged in. Okay, so you gotta unplug it and just right here. Now, if you never done this, it's gonna be pretty hard, so you might need 2 hands and maybe a little screwdriver to pull it out right here. Okay. Alright, so now with everything disconnected, you want to cut below this line, right? So you can still use the screws in the back and this still keeps its form. So I'm gonna try to cut right here, straight across. And again, I'm gonna add an adapter with bolts and lift it 3 3/4 inches. Okay. Then this here, I was hoping it had some slack so it'll reach higher, but it doesn't. So I'm gonna have to pull this back. I'll show you, pull this back and then just add about maybe 4 or 5 inches of wire here. Okay, so this is just so that it stays exactly straight, okay? and the Sawzall was working, but I'm afraid that it's not going to be as clean as this regular Sawzall. Okay, so we got this thing off, right? So now we got to figure out a way to either, I got about 3 ideas. I have this long aluminum C bar. I think that's what they call these things. I can cut 2 about 4 or 5 inches, probably more. 2, maybe 2, 4, maybe about 6 inches long, and put a bolt on each here. That would hold, but it might be a little fragile. Right, but that's one idea. The second idea is I have some of this too. This is a little heavier, a little heavy duty, but this would leave some holes in the back. It would look like holes there, right? But they one on each side, and it barely fits there. See? So I might be going to plan C, which I bought this a while back ago and didn't use it. So I'm gonna see if I can cut out and then maybe shape this. Maybe same thing, about 6 inches, 7 inches long. It'll be about 3.5 in the middle, and about 1 something going up, and the other 1 something going down. All right, so we're using a jigsaw with a thin metal blade. And we try to see if we can go straight across. Remember guys, to always use safety goggles and glasses. Alright, so it's not the prettiest cut, but it did cut it exactly a size. So I have whatever the distance is all the way around here. I just rolled it to mark the line there. And then I went 6 inches. So it's long enough for it to extend about 3 3/4, 3.5 around there. Okay, so that's kind of what it's gonna look like. Now I'm gonna paint it, and I'm gonna have to cut this edge off here. Didn't think about that part, right? And then put bolts here, bolts there, and hold it down, right? Let's see how much that is right there. It's almost 3 1/4, so you need to go a little higher than that. Okay, so that's pretty much what it's going to look like, and once it's painted it's going to look a lot better, but you can see there's a extra height on there now, right? Just going to clean it up, sand it down a little bit, and then paint it black. Alright, so I just added about 5 inches of wire. It might have been a little bit too much because now it's like way up here, right? But that's okay. A little extra is not going to hurt anything. The paint, I just gave it a second coat. It's kind of drying off some. Kind of see what it looks like there. Alright, I put a little knot here. So this kind of stays in, like a loose knot, just so it doesn't stay so stretched out. This is painted. This is back on now. It's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's not like original, but that's what we got. Alright, there it is. Perfectly placed. Sticking out and up right over the tire. I think it looks ideal. Awesome, guys. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out some of these other videos I got too, okay?